Good morning, REA. I'm here with your weekly update, and first I want to update you on my personal stuff. I'm sorry I missed the last couple of weeks of updates. My surgery went well. I'm recovering nicely. Thanks so much to all who sent well wishes. Our local election season is coming. I have some exciting news. Our local elections will be conducted electronically this year. This means your building FRs will not have to hold elections in the building. Voting will be very similar to our last two contract ratification votes. More details on voting will be coming soon. Nominations for all positions will be opened by the faculty representatives on January 7th, 2026, and will remain open until February 4th. If you would like more information about any of these positions, please reach out to me, your executive board representative, or your building faculty representatives. I hope you'll consider running to represent REA, and I look forward to seeing all of you on the ballot. The 2026 REA officer and executive board positions that will be on the local ballot are president. This position carries an automatic appointment to the Education Minnesota Rep Convention, the NEA-RA, and the AFT Convention. Vice president will be on the ballot. This position also carries an automatic appointment to the EdMN Rep Convention. Membership representative on the executive board, high school representative on the executive board, elementary representative number 2 on the executive board, the professional development representative to the executive board, and the Elementary Employees of Color Resource Group representative on the executive board. That position also carries an automatic appointment to the Education Minnesota Rep Convention. Finally, there will be 11 positions for the Education Minnesota Representative Convention delegate, 1 position for the AFT Convention delegate, and 3 positions for the NEA-RA delegate. I want to talk a little bit more about those 3 conventions. First, the NEA Representative Assembly will be held in Denver, Colorado from July 3rd through the 7th, with travel a day before and a day after. The RA is the gathering of delegates from across the country who conduct the business of the NEA. As members, you're eligible to be a delegate. This is a fantastic way to learn about the workings of our national union and represent REA and Education Minnesota. There are 2 ways you can become a delegate. You can run in our local REA election. The nominations will be coming in early 2026 to represent our local. REA sends 4 delegates every year, the president plus 3 elected delegates, and REA funds $2,400 for travel expenses and stipend. The second way you can be an NEA-RA delegate is to run to be a state credentialed delegate representing Election District I, which is our district. If you're a state credentialed delegate, you'll be reimbursed by Education Minnesota for travel expenses. After the elections are completed, delegates will receive communication from Education Minnesota about spring Zoom meetings for state credentialed delegates. At these meetings, you'll receive information about funding, Education Minnesota goals for the RA, and you'll be able to get any questions answered about travel arrangements. The nomination period for state credentialed delegates ends this Friday, December 12th at 11:59 p.m. So you have this week to get yourself nominated. Each year, there are 4 state credentialed delegates from Election District I. Currently, there's only 1 member nominated. You can nominate yourself, and the nomination form takes about 1 minute to complete. Please consider applying, especially if you've never served as a delegate to the NEA-RA. It's a super exciting event, and I can't express enough how good of an experience it is. The AFT Convention is held biannually every 2 years. And this year it's being held July 16th to the 19th, with travel days on the 15th and the 20th in Washington, D.C. Again, as members, you're eligible to be a delegate. Unlike NEA, the AFT Convention delegates are all locally elected. You can be an AFT delegate by running in our local REA election. Every 2 years, REA sends 2 delegates to the AFT Convention, the president plus 1 elected delegate. REA provides $2,100 in travel expenses for delegates. Finally, the third convention is the Education Minnesota Representative Convention. The EdMN RC is the state-level convention that's similar to the national conventions, but only for Minnesota members. The RC runs from Friday, April 24th after school to Saturday, April 25th, and is held in Bloomington. REA will pay for all delegate expenses. You can run to be an RC delegate in our local REA elections. REA is allotted 17 delegates, of which 6 are automatic appointments and 11 are elected. The automatic appointments go to the president, vice president, treasurer, secretary, and both employees of color resource group representatives on the executive board. We hope you'll consider running for the rep convention. Lastly, just an update. The Education Minnesota Political Conference is coming up soon, and we still have a few spots left at the political conference that are reimbursed 100% through EdMN and REA. If you don't get one of these few remaining spots, you can still register and pay no more than $25 out of pocket. Email your receipts to me if you register, and I'm going to include the link for registration. The political conference is a really important way to find out how to get involved in both local and state politics. As you know, our job is political. As public employees, we depend on the state for funding. So our voices need to be heard. So I hope you'll consider attending the political conference. That's it for this week's update. I'm happy to see you again. I miss speaking to all of you, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day.